www.convo.com layout track.
What's happening, Reds? Welcome to the video. Welcome to Mad Red United. In combination, in tandem with the realist, Saeed. We have just parked up in the darkest corner of Burnley. I haven't got a clue where we are, mate. I honestly don't know, but it's free. So, happy days. No issue at all. We just followed a couple of locals and found an alright spot, which is a bonus. Bonus also would be if Norwich can hang on to this 1-0 lead against Spurs, because then that would mean a win today, mate, and we are 1 point off Chelsea, who then play Arsenal. But can United get back-to-back wins? That's it, mate.
We've got to do what we've got to do. Forget all these teams about, Tottenham winning and Tottenham losing and Chelsea. Someone's got to give points. We've got to do our own job. And that's what's been United's Achilles heel for, since the start of the season. You know what I mean? Can we get our point? This is not going to be an easy fixture. We're just looking at the fixtures, weren't we? Yeah, they've lost in certain games. They've lost 2 on the bounce, but then they've also won, you know what I mean?
2 or 3
in a row. So they're them kind of teams where they're not really bothered about, we're off form at the minute. No one ever talks about Burnley. It's when they get a good scalp and they say, oh, look at Dyche is doing a good job and, everything's going well. So I just got to think that if they win all the 50-50 and they're battling it and United almost make it easy for it, I think this kind of team where you just can't outpass them. You just got to literally take your chances. Yeah. Get 1 or 2 and then they're down and out. But if you just keep more of the games keep going and going and going, and they get confidence and they have one corner. Imagine the corners today, mate. They are scary. Absolutely gonna. Oh, you should have said Sheffield United was the same as well.
It was exactly that, mate. It was. One thing I did pick up on, though, we talked about it, was the fact that most teams are playing 2 games a week now. Is this a chance for United? Because Burnley are not used to 2 games a week, and now this Christmas period, you've seen a few. You've seen Leicester start to buckle with it. They're only drawing 1-1 against West Ham, who are absolutely diabolical. And Varney's out. I think, was it Evans was out as well? They're losing players now. So all these teams who have been used to 1 game a week all season, taking advantage of the teams that are in Europe.
Apparently Phil Jones is starting today, someone's saying.
Phil Jones, we're just there. Oh, Jesus. Phil Jones, if there was a game for Phil Jones, it would be a battering ram against Woods and Barnes, wouldn't it? Let's be honest.
But
it's his game, innit?
They had the same thing, though, against Sheffield United and what happened then, though.
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. Exactly. It's just play it simple. We know what's coming, but I reckon it sounds bad it is. Maybe Matic in this game. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something.
Would we be playing and not thinking about ourselves and thinking,
I know.
We're trying to adapt to how Burnley play?
True.
Is that the way we need to be thinking? Are we too stubborn or arrogant to think that way? I mean, we're not exactly challenging for trophies, so maybe that is our way. I don't know.
Yeah.
If there was a game to bring in Matic,
it'd be
size factor, you would probably argue today would be the day. Jones just doesn't work any time for me.
No.
At all. I just hate the guy. He does not fit in. You'd have thought the same scenario, like say, just said then against Sheffield United, and we all seen how much that backfired on us. So, honestly, team today, I ain't got a clue. I just don't know what it's going to be, but United should have enough to beat Burnley. And then we're moving on and talking about Arsenal, but you just got that feeling.
No sign of Pogba with the squad.
No sign of Pogba?
With the squad.
Oh, no. That's come out. Was that Luckhurst?
Yeah, Luckhurst, yeah.
Samuel Luckhurst on Twitter saying that Pogba's not in the squad. I don't know. There's not much more we can say. It's all going to be about what actually happens in the game today and what we say afterwards. Because what can we say? We just don't know. Every team's ravaged by injuries, struggling for fitness in this Christmas period, and it could be any team out there today. We're just going to have to hope they've got enough, hope they've got the bottle to take advantage of other teams who are slipping up as well. But this is United in 2019. This is not something you can put your money on. You can't put your house on United going away and beating any team in this league. We've seen what happened at Watford. Let's get over to the ground. Let's see what team drops in, and let's see if there is a performance out there tonight for us. Me and Saeed will be coming straight back in about 2 seconds with either glum faces or happy faces, driving home for Christmas. No, don't be stupid, Adam. That's just too corny. Anyway, I'll catch you in a few seconds. Let's see if I'm still smiling then. Here we go. Saeed does his fan cam in the back there. Oh, what a way to finish 2019. I know I'm not getting carried away with that one. I said after the Newcastle game, come back to me, I may get excited about top 40. We beat Burnley and we beat Arsenal. We beat Burnley well. That was a team performance, a professional performance, and we never looked like we was in danger. Not one time in that game I was worried. They were throwing balls in the box, but Lindelof and Maguire marshalled the front two of Barnes and Wood superbly. Professional performance from Ashley Young, and an even more professional performance from the young lad Brandon Williams, who was outstanding today, absolutely outstanding, as well as so many other players. So many players on the United team played well today. As Martial up front held the ball superbly. His link-up play with James, sometimes his final ball wasn't quite there, but the work effort in that lad is what we needed tonight. I called him out. I said I don't think he was the player who was going to play Greenwood. I was wrong. I don't mind holding my hand up and saying that I was wrong, because James today, I give James my man of the match today. I thought his work rate, like I said, and just the relief of pressure just by his speed, pace, taking that ball from our back line down the wing, committing so many fouls. He got battered from pillar to post. How one of the Burnley players weren't sent off for consistent fouling was beyond me. But let's get back to the performance. And I said before, I said it to Flex in the stand there, I said I've not seen us play that well as a team, and knowing exactly how to play against who we're playing against. By that I mean how we have to stand up to them. It was simple. We kept it simple tonight. Before the game we heard all the Pogba rumours. Pogba wasn't fit. Ollie came out with a load of garbage about him not being fit enough to play, and that just put the pressure on. But they stepped up to the plate. Can you imagine if we'd have lost that game? And all the talk would have been about Pogba and all his decision at the end, but we didn't. We matched their desire, we matched their hunger, matched their effort and work rate, and in the end the class shone through. And that in every single player on that pitch. Even Pereira had a good game today. Matic played excellent today. He marshalled that back line, and the link up with Fred picking up the pieces off every second ball that Barnes and Wood tried to win from the constant Barnsley long diagonal, which was pathetic. Burnley are a shocking side. How they get their results, I do not know. And you can say it is only Burnley, but at Christmas time, City would have took a scrapey 2-0 win against Wolves. You know what I mean? Tottenham would have taken a scrapey 1-0 win against Norwich, but they didn't win. We did. We won 2 games over Christmas now. This may count for nothing right now. I know I'm getting carried away with the performance. It is only Burnley, but if we don't beat Arsenal, then yeah, sort of back to square one. But we are still in the mix after the Christmas period. A good performance against Arsenal, and then we're in bonus time. Can we get 3 wins in a row? That's the big question. 3 wins in a row would be immense. It would be immense. But I'm just happy with the performance by the guys tonight. I mean, to a man, I don't think any of them put a foot wrong in terms of the game plan. They only looked like there was one team who was going to score there today. I know I was just chatting to Ricky there, he had to shoot off quickly, but going on about Matic again, told you this and that. If there was one game that Matic was going to come into and play well, it was to the standard that Burnley are there. He absolutely bossed that midfield with Fred. Fred was just immense tonight. I mean, his touch was superb. I can't think of a bad moment for any player on the pitch. That's what United should be doing. That's what should have happened against Watford. And we wouldn't have been talking in this mess. We'd have had 3 wins in a row going into Arsenal, probably in the top 4 now. That's where we would have been if we'd have done that against Watford, which is a standard performance. Let's not get overly carried away. It was Burnley and they were poor. They were coming back off 2 games in a week, which isn't easy for these smaller clubs, and that's when you've got to get them. Get Burnley on these nights when it is their second game of a short spell of time. They haven't got the squad to deal with it, and that proved tonight because they got leggy in the end, and it just kept going long, and we just ate everything up. I think David De Gea had 1 save to make all game, and it just turned out to be an easy night, an easy one than what I thought. But like I said, if you played, take their strengths away, which was basically picking up the second balls, not getting committed into their dirty fouls, fouling them, giving them free kicks outside the box, which is all they play for, then you're going to win it. You're going to take the game, and exactly what happened tonight. That's exactly what happened tonight. We didn't get sucked into their game plan. We played ours, nullified them completely, and got what we deserved. I'm going to go and have a quick chat with Saeed, do the player rating show. I think they're going to let us into turf more to do that, so it should be fun. And I'll catch you guys in a second. Let's get some more analysis. Okay, here he is. Saeed, mate.
What's happening, bro?
What a way to
Good
finish
win,
the
mate.
year, pal.
Brilliant win, you know what I mean? I cannot defend anything about that. You know what I mean? That was for me.
You mean
so, man?
There's nothing to defend, is there?
No, there's nothing to defend.
Just the performance.
That was for me brilliant performance. You know what I mean? It's cold, it's miserable. You know what I mean? We just needed something to just
finish the year off.
Finish
nice,
the year
mate.
on a high. You know
a
what
little
I mean?
bit of confidence.
Bit of confidence going into Arsenal. You know what I mean?
and
Something
that
to kind of say, yeah, we're on a two on the bounce. You know what I mean? There's no kind of agenda now, is there? You know what I mean? I only reflect on what the pitch, and today I can't fault any of the players. They were absolutely to a man. They were unbelievable today. You know what I mean?
Game plan worked. Everyone was on the same page.
Everyone was on the same page. It looked like they worked on it. You know, somehow. You know what I mean? I don't know if they trained last night or whatnot, but for me, to a man, that was unbelievable today. I thought special mentions to Matic. I thought people, we doubt him and say, is he good enough?
Thank you, mate, for that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But I thought, we dug in there. We showed tenacity. We showed bravery. you know what I mean? We could have easily folded today. That wasn't the idea of. We could have easily folded.
I know.
Sorry?
Ed Woodward just walked past.
Wait, Woodward.
Ed Woodward just walked past. Oh, that would have been great to get all the Woodward. No, Ed Woodward just walked past.
Any signings, Ed?
Oh, let's see this. No, he's walking off with a smirk on his face like it was all he's doing. That's what it was. The Saeed's gone crazy now, isn't he? He's bleeding gone. Saeed, get back in here. Ed Woodward's for you, help mate.
I chased it there last
Yeah. You seen Woodward walking off there, Saeed?
Yeah,
All
Woodward,
smug
man,
like it
wanted
was
to get Sancho on that.
Smug like it was all him.
You know what I mean? Sancho done deal apparently. So
Yeah.
you never know.
I think
Agent Saeed, man, you get me?
David Gill walking out before him probably was the one who masterminded more.
You
of
know
that,
what I
to be
mean? So
honest.
yeah, man, I thought today was brilliant, man. Brilliant today. So yeah, finish the end of the night and then
done.
That's
Done
it.
and
2019 done. It's not been the
Move
greatest
on.
year, in terms of like trophies and whatnot, but that's where United are at the minute, and maybe it will take a few chances to find something, but I just think we've got to build on this. I know Arsenal's going to be a different, but I think that's going to be a different ball game. You're going to have two quality teams. It's just
Good that Arsenal playing tomorrow as well.
yeah. It's good Arsenal
Because
tomorrow,
we
so
worked our arse off
we
today.
might find something, but we just got to find a result today.
Playing to our hands.
Yeah,
So,
man, I'm buzzing, man. I'm buzzing.
Nice
Drive
one.
home nicely, mate.
yeah, we can chill on the way home. That is it, people. That is it. Rounding up the last match day fans view of 2019 with a win. Thank God. Oh, by the way, clean sheet. First one since Leicester at home, which was back way when. Last time we kept a clean sheet, we actually crept into the top 4. There's a stat for you. Oh, is that going to be the same after the Arsenal game? That is a big game. Moving on to that now. That is huge now for us. Keep saying it's huge, but let's be honest. This one now is, we've actually seen improvement tonight, and we've actually seen a reaction after that Watford game, which is encouraging. Signs for Ole. Saeed still not having Ole. People have their own opinions. That's what it's all about. Come out, we say what we see on the pitch, and what we've seen today was a team performance. Simple as. Like they all knew what they were doing. It's Burnley, let's not carry the way. Burnley with a stretched squad, playing 2 games in a week, the right time to play them. I know it's a tiny little bit of a negative, but it's a reality. That's what is happening right now. We took advantage of it big time, finished 2019 on a high. Just a quick thank you to every one of my subscribers, everyone who follows me on Instagram, Twitter, everyone like that. Thank you so much for your support, all your comments, even the people who've fallen out with me. I will be back in the new year with live shows as much as I can now that the Europa League is put to bed for a while. We're going to get some more guests on. We're going to get Saeed on, we've got Ricky coming on, Paul will be back. Ant will be on the show as well. We've got loads coming up. We're just going to get in as much as we can now. Are we encouraged? Are you encouraged by that? Comment below. Leave me as many comments as you can. You must be high after that. Anyway, 2019 is done. Bring on Madrid United into 2020. It's Arsenal away. I will see you then. Bye bye, people.